Hi, my name is Sherry Sanders, and I'm a county extension agent working in White County as a part of the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture, and this is AgricultHER. AgricultHER is a program where we celebrate and empower women working in the field of agriculture. This month's feature is Magen Allen from Bismarck, Arkansas. Alongside her husband Jeremy, Magen manages multiple agricultural businesses while balancing the demands of family life and leadership service. She recently made history as the first woman elected to serve as vice president of the Arkansas Farm Bureau Federation. This is Magen's story.
So in 2004, Jeremy and I had our first little one, Lane, and at that time we were, running the chicken houses. We had cattle. Lane grew up every bit the farm boy. Once he started school, he asked me in kindergarten about the second week, Mom, why do I have to go to school? I already know how to feed the cows and drive the trucks. And he did, in his defense. But like I told him, he had to. He just had to go to school. He had to learn. Then we started our feed business in about 2007. First part of 2008. It was a really rough time. We didn't have enough hay, didn't have, feed prices were crazy high, and we were young and we couldn't afford to feed the cattle what it was going to take. And so we had to make a decision, either get rid of the cattle or find something that we could feed them. And from that, JA Farms Feed was born, essentially. We started hauling gin trash. Jeremy bought the ugliest purple truck and walking floor trailer and went to work. He's not scared to jump off and try something, and he always has an exit strategy if needed. But he did that, and we started our feed business. And it was in the middle of all of that. We had our second child. We had Brody John, and he's now 18 and just graduated high school. And he was also the farm boy. He loved to play in the feeds. He'd come home every day covered in distiller's grain or rice bran and smell like a brewery, but that was okay. He was with Dad and he was having fun. But our feed business just kind of started snowballing. We had people that would call and say, hey, could you just mix me up a bag of that? Just a 1,000-pound bag, I can't handle a full truckload. And so from there, it just grew. We started servicing customers there at the mill. And then that progressed into us looking into building our store and our actual storefront. We had tons of businesses in the middle of there. We had a custom butcher shop. We did that for several years. We had a towing and recovery business, a tire service business. All of those kind of help offset agriculture, because as we all know, agriculture is very volatile. I don't think there will ever be a time that agriculture is not volatile. And we just found that it was good to have something that offset, that was busy when our feed business wasn't busy. So that all worked really well for us. And then COVID hit. So then that kind of changed the dynamic of every business, I think. We had two more kiddos, Evelyn, or we call her Evie, and then Eli. Had them pretty close together, and once they went to school, I started back at the mill full-time, and that's when we really started expanding that one again, adding pellet mills, taking salvage products from across the state like rice meal or peanut hulls out of Jonesboro, and we create a pellet with those that make them more efficient and more feeder friendly, I guess you would say, and really, expanded everything that we were doing at JA Farms Feed.